the Late Late Show. I'm your host, TV's Craig Ferguson. Please sit down, relax, rub yourself slowly, slowly, then quickly, quickly, and then finish. I have no idea what I just said, but I think it's illegal. I think what I just said is illegal. I can't live by your rules, man. I'm sorry. It's a great day for America, everybody. Or is it? Well, the US soccer team lost their World Cup opening match against the Czech Republic 3-0. I know, but listen, I know a bit about soccer. I'm European. 3-0 isn't a bad result. You know, it's not a complete drubbing. Oh, my. But come on, that Czech Republic, that's been a country for 13 years. So they're younger and fitter. They're hungrier. Come on, the Czech Republic, they've only been a country 13 years. They got their priorities down. Soccer first, indoor plumbing second. They go for the soccer. They love the soccer. They love the soccer over there. I'll hold it in. All right, what's good about today then? Oh, I tell you what, it was a lovely day in Los Angeles. May I just say, this global warming is fantastic. I'm enjoying it very much. Icebergs floating down the 405 freeway in LA. Polar bears hanging out in the coffee shops. Writing screenplays. Oliver Latte! It's about a bear out of water. I think Adam Sandler would be good. No, global warming isn't good, is it? No, it's bad. Naughty global warming. How dare you warm our globes? I can't make it sound bad. I just can't. I mean, in Scotland, people are very open to the idea of global warming. I mean, you tell me, let me get this straight. It'll be sunny all the time, and the capital of England will be underwater. And you're against this? This is a bad thing. See, now everybody's talking about the global warming because of Al Gore's new movie, An Inconvenient Truth. Now, I haven't seen it. But it doesn't matter, I can talk about it. I'm on TV. I can talk about anything I like. You don't have to know what you're talking about when you're on TV. You just have to talk and keep talking. No, I haven't seen the movie, but it's about some penguins that end up in Madagascar. Chris Rock does one of the voices. And there's an evil albino who goes over the hedge and breaks up with a talking car. There, it's about... It'll be in there somewhere. Anyway, the Al Gore movie, I had to remember what I was talking about. The Al Gore movie is doing very well. It's even popular with the teenage audience, who I think were tricked into seeing it by the ads. You know, it has more gore than any other film this summer. It's a gore fest. Actually, the president, if he'd made a movie, he'd have the same success, you know. If you only see one bush this summer... Don't encourage me or it'll be X-rated in the next 5 minutes. Don't encourage me. I'm so sorry, it's not me, it's them. They're leading me on. With their knowing looks and their unbuttoning their top buttons, all that stuff. What am I talking about? Oh, yeah. Global warming. Yes! I know a bit about global warming, and I'll tell you why, because I watched a very important film on it this weekend. I watch SpongeBob SquarePants. That's all I see all the time. But he knows about global warming. He lives in a pineapple under the sea, so... But yeah, there is an episode of SpongeBob SquarePants that I watched with my son, and... SpongeBob SquarePants, he has a solution for global warming. If you want to freeze everything, you just leave your refrigerator open overnight, which happens in an episode of and everything freezes. So we can solve this thing right now. Go to your freezers, America. Open them up and yell, I'm as hot as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Come on. Open up those refrigerators all around the country. Open them up. I'm as hot as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm pointlessly angry again. No, global warming, the polar ice caps will melt and the ocean water levels will rise, flooding the coastal cities. New York will be like, it'll be like Venice in New York, but there'll be more Italians in New York, obviously. LA would disappear completely. All right. I think a lot of people in the country would like that, especially people who have invested in Arizona beachfront property. They've enjoyed it. Global warming is not a new problem, though. I mean, I think, if I cast my mind back, Nelly warned us about this a long time ago. He said, "It's getting hot in here." And had the initiative of, "Take off all your clothes." Do you know, I think there's a simpler solution than getting naked. There's all the James Bond villain solutions, that's what we need. Like, we should put out the sun with a giant super soaker kind of water gun. Or, we could take one of the colder planets and move it closer to us. We could take, for example, Uranus, and move it... What? It's a scientific fact, it's a cold planet! I'm so sorry. I'm trying to discuss science, right? So we take Uranus. Well, before we do anything with Uranus, we should probably send a probe. You have to know what the conditions are like. You see, we're doing our bit here by recycling old jokes, obviously. The Price is Right, they do their bit at CBS as well by recycling. They've been using the same host since 1740. The only time Bob Barker does not host that show was during the Civil War. The country was torn asunder, game show host against game show host. Oh, it was terrible. Or as Bob calls it, the Great Showcase Showdown of 1861 to 65. A dark period in our history, everybody. Now listen, there is hope we can solve the global warming. Remember like a few years back, everybody was worried about the hole in the ozone layer in the southern hemisphere. Everyone was, oh, there's a hole in the ozone layer. The Australians were very scared, and it takes a lot to scare an Australian. Because they live with the poisonous snakes and the man-eating crocodiles and just spiders that burn you with their eyes and everything. Get Russell Crowe walking around throwing phones at everybody. Just like that as well. That's just like Russell Crowe, isn't it? He's a man's man. Anyway, apparently, this hole in the ozone layer has gone. I think they've sprayed it up with that stuff that guys use to cover up their bald patch. They just... But it's gone. It's gone, that hole in the ozone layer. And everybody's trying to solve the global problem. Everyone's admitted it. You know, it's a problem. We've got to get it. We've got to solve it. Just this past weekend, Governor Schwarzenegger called on other governors to fight global warming. I don't know with what, more push-ups or something. But here is something I didn't expect to see in my lifetime. Schwarzenegger is a politician and Al Gore is a movie star. What? It's like, that thing should happen in the movie, like, what? What's Al Gore's next movie going to be? There'll be next summer, he'll be an action star. Al Gore stars in Total Recycle. There you are. But the problem with Al Gore is he's too long-winded to play an action hero, because Arnold would just like, I'll be back. But Gore would be more like, in all likelihood, I will return in a timely but not premature fashion. The bottom line is people are talking about conservation because the gas prices are out of control. And we're going to run out of gas. We're going to run out of gas sooner or later, and I know what it's like. It happened recently. I was in... if you watch the show regularly, you'll know I bought a 1968 Ford Bronco truck from Danny Bonaducci. I know, it's fantastic. If you chop up the carpet in this truck, it has a street value of $100 million. It's a controlled substance. Anyway, I got this truck. I bought this truck from Danny Bonaducci, and the gas gauge doesn't work in the truck. The car's a bit like Danny. It doesn't know when it's had enough. It's like, come on, hey. So I'm coming down. This is a true story. I'm coming down a hill in Hollywood, and I run out of gas. And I think, well, I'm going down a hill. And I knew there was a gas station at the bottom, so I thought, well, I'll just let the car roll down the hill. That's illegal, by the way. You can't do that. So I'm just rolling the car down the hill, and a cop car pulls up behind us, me and my buddy. So I turned to him and I said, look like there's gas in the tank, quickly. And he's like, how'd you do that? I was like, I don't know, like this. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Worldwide